And then when I did bring Catfish Corner, I was running the streets, you know what I'm saying? People was looking for me, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a transition of going from a little boy to becoming a man, you know what I'm saying? I had to make a decision with it just like that, you know what I'm saying? So big boy, put my big boy pants on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do. So like I said, this legacy was big. It meant enough. It meant big to me, you know. My cousin was Steven Jackson, played for the San Antonio Spurs. I remember him bringing the whole NBA bus in front of Cherry Street. Tim Duncan, Ginobili getting off the bus, Charles Oakley, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are memories that's embedded in my head that little kids and grown men that love Tim Duncan. It was like, oh my gosh, he's in the CD? You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from them guys, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it for memories. I don't know. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the memories, for the passion, for the stories, and
the impact.
Yeah, the impact. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Rubino.
And this DJ in the building.
And you listening to the UpNUp Podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know, just listen.
Yes. Welcome.
What it do?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned into the UpNUp Podcast on the UpNUp Network. I'm your host, Rubino.
And I'm DJ man.
What's up with you, boss? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. You know how
Yeah?
Yeah.
You always chilling, bro.
Yeah. What about you, man? How you doing?
You know how I'm feeling.
Blessed?
I'm blessed, bro.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. Highly favored. Super grateful for the room. Everybody in the room, the energy. Always, man. Always appreciate it. For those of you tuning in, as I stated, this is the UpNUp Podcast. This is the podcast where we're focused on cultivating culture, right?
Yep.
We do that by providing amazing stories of individuals, groups, movements, right?
Yes, sir.
The hustlers, the shakers, the barrier breakers, right?
Yep.
People who are taking up space in industries and making a way, right?
Yep.
Not only for all of us currently here, but for the next generation, right? That's what it's about, right?
Yes, sir.
We're putting it down so they can pick it up, right?
Yes, sir.
And then for the first time listeners, welcome to the family. You are welcomed.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And then for the consistent supporters and viewers and listeners, man, you already know how we feel about y'all. We love you guys. Thank you for the support.
Yep.
And we're going to keep pushing, man. Now, getting that out the way, man, you know, I'm always grateful to come in and do these episodes, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's always amazing to be able to learn in real time about people's journeys, man. Everybody got a story. Everybody got a path, man. And today's guest is someone who I would say is truly the definition of a walking legacy, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely a true culture cultivator who's keeping everything he's doing on the up and up, right? Today we're joined by the owner and leader of the historical and legendary Seattle staple, Jackson's Catfish Corner. He's a culture shifter. And you know, when we're talking about setting an example for black businesses and not just having a black business, but preserving black businesses, right? That can last generations. This brother right here is definitely a walking testament to that.
Yeah.
We're honored to have him in the building. I always say it's long overdue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's right on time at the same time, right?
Yep.
So without further ado, man, let's get straight to it. Our guest is none other than the man himself, Terrell Jackson. Can we get a round of applause?
Yeah.
Give it up, brother. How you doing, boss?
Good. Appreciate y'all for allowing me on the show today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. How's the day? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Fresh off a flight from Vegas, you know.
Okay.
You know, ready to hear with y'all. I'm ready.
I feel like when you come back from Vegas, you trying to get recharged.
Exactly.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Nah, I feel it, man. It's a pleasure to have you, bro.
Thank you again.
Definitely. So we start every episode with a quote of the day. Just something to get the vibe right, get the convo started. Brother
Yes,
man
sir.
he's the man of the quotes.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
So the quote of the day today is, to soar towards what's possible, you must leave behind what's comfortable.
I like that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's that quote by?
Cicely Tyson.
Can you run that back?
Yeah. So the quote is, to soar towards what's possible, you must leave behind what's comfortable.
Yeah. How you feel about that quote, bro?
I like that a lot. That struck me something what my grandfather taught me when I first started his business back. He told me, you know, things gonna change. You gotta be able to change. I'm like, nah, y'all gotta change, grandpa. Them still gonna be my guys. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, right. And within 6 months, you know, things change. You gotta leave behind in order to get ahead for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's part of evolution.
For sure. True.
Yeah, that's real. That's real, man. That's a good quote, man. Good quote.
Thank you, bro.
So Terrell, obviously, you know, our platform is all about giving people a chance to talk about their journeys and their path. But before we get into kind of your journey, I'm always curious about when we have guests up here, just kind of seasons, man. Like, what would you describe this current season you're in as? Like, how is it for you?
Man, right now my business season, I would just I don't think that the whole Seattle has noticed that I've been at a new location, right? But ever since I've been trying to bring back the legacy, I've been somewhere for a year, shut down. Skyway shut down. I've never been open for 3 or 4 years. So this is the first time since I've been the owner of this business that I've been open consecutive for 3 to 4 years now. And it's different to me, you know. I'm seeing new faces, people coming from Squims and different parts of the Seattle, like I said, over the Squims and Olympias and things like that. They're really traveling to get this product, you know. So I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm so used to seeing the normal day-to-day people, the burger and fry guy, how you doing, James? But now it's people that I don't know, so I'm just in the back like, how you doing? Welcome to Catfish Corner. You know, so it's part of growth, you know what I'm saying? And I'm ready for that.
That's dope, bro. Yeah. That's dope. I love that you feel like it's kind of like you always get a chance to make a new impression.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So kind of want to get into the beginning, the upbringing, just, you know, talk about like the early life, you know, going through that.
Yeah, well, so my grandparents started a business in '85, and you know, my grandparents had a piece of property up on Anacortes, so I didn't even think of Catfish Corner as a catfish place. You know, I thought it was a peach cobbler place. I was like Catfish Corner when I was a kid. I want to get this peach cobbler from Catfish Corner, and that's it. So, and I didn't realize that we sold catfish until my auntie really passed away, and then I'm like, oh, ain't no more peach cobbler. But what y'all do here? You know what I'm saying? Y'all sell catfish? But so that was that, you know. But yeah, my and then since then I was always been held onto my grandpa's leg, you know, not having no father figure in my life. You know, my grandfather was my father figure, so him getting up every day, getting the supplies. I didn't even know what he was doing. Watching him do it was embedding my future, you know what I'm saying? Him watching him get the supplies, and then once he goes home, I go with my grandma to start the restaurant out, customer service, dealing with the customers firsthand, getting them by the names, and jumping in the back of the kitchen with my uncle, showing me how to cook this fish and how to properly prepare a burger. You know, it's all stuff that I was just thinking about is nothing, but it's embedded me to have Catfish Corner what it is today.
Wow.
You know, so they built a monster for sure. Built a legacy monster, I would say.
Yeah. So like growing up, like it seemed like they just kind of got you in it early, right?
Yeah, it was, man. And you know, I got cousins and stuff like that, but I just don't know what it was. I was grandpa's boy, you know what I'm saying? And grandpa was like, we're gonna get the supplies and this is what it is, and after that we're gonna go cut the grass. And so I've always been a worker no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So if I wasn't about Catfish Corner, I'm always find somewhere to get some money as far as cutting grass, being a handyman, period, just being a man, period, first, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. No, that's interesting, because we always talk about that on the show, about how like sometimes the things we do when we're younger, it plants those seeds for who we are currently now, but we don't know it at the time. Yeah, you know what I mean. But plus, I think it is important to have, you know, the youth engaged in something. You know, because a lot of us sometimes we're just out here following people until we find our path. You know what I mean. But it seems like you kind of clicked early, right?
Yeah, and it's crazy because you know, I'm Catfish Corner today. You know, I'll start the business back, but I tried to leave Catfish Corner alone. Like me and my grandparents, you know, I'm like, everybody calling me Catfish. I'm like, I ain't gotta be Catfish, but no, I ain't gotta be that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to school to become a carpenter, learn how to build houses, the foundations, everything. So I'm a carpenter also, you know what I'm saying? I can build, and that's stuck in me, you know what I'm saying? So it's good that I got that. And me wanting to build other Catfish Corners, because I can now be my own consultant, be my own carpenter, be my own design man. So, you know, this is stuff that I embedded in me. That can help me in the future for sure. But I'm Catfish for sure, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Can nobody do it better? I don't believe.
How was you described? Because I mean, I think Seattle's a totally different Seattle now than it was when you were growing up, right?
Yeah.
Like how was it for you growing up out here, and like what was your experience?
So like you know, grandparents owned the business in the city. You know, mom and dad South End people. You know what I'm saying? So I got the best of both worlds. So I go to Rainier Beach. You know, from school, and then at 2:15, I'm going to the CD, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see them guys. So it's like I get both worlds. Some people can't do that, you know what I'm saying? So I was just blessed to have family on both sides, you know, respect from both sides, love guys on both sides of town, you know what I'm saying? And so it was just natural for me. I just came part of it, you know? Yeah. But Seattle's definitely different. Like I said, the CD's different right now, you know? We used to seeing us guys walking up and down the street, you know what I'm saying? But it's different now, and I say different, it's growing, you know what I'm saying? I think people's like scared of the gentrification, like this is part of growth, you know what I'm saying? And this is happening everywhere in America, you know, this growth. You can either be part of it or get out of it. And I'm trying to be part of it, you know what I'm saying? So as the city's growing, your business must grow, your mind must grow also at the same time. You know, you'll get left behind. And you'll be one of those guys talking about, oh, they left me behind because you wasn't with it, you know what I'm saying? So get with it, you know what I'm saying? They got money out here for us for business plans, different things like that. You just got to do the resources and stick to it, and it'll happen for sure. Because when I got that place on 23rd and Jackson, I got the opportunity when I was on back streets of Yesler, and seeing an old white guy come up to my window. You know, I was scared. I know what's going on still. You know, trying to know what's going on in the business. I thought it was somebody's looking for me. But he was like, you know, we're turning on this old place on Jackson, man. You want it? Do you want it? I'm like, I ain't got no money. He's gonna cost you about $1 million to build this out. Yeah. He's like, shake my hand. I'll walk you through the process. Just do everything I say. You'll have it. And I shook his hand like, dude, I don't got $1 in my pocket. But here we are today with $1 million business on the corner of 23rd and Jackson.
Wow. Yeah, man. I like how you said, you know, we got to get with it, you know, as far as, because like, I remember we were at Black Coffee Northwest, and then I seen you guys right there too, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool, you know, because it's like now, like, we still could kind of hold on to it at the same time, even though it's kind of changing. You know? So I just kind of like how you brought that up.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
Yeah. Now, kind of like growing up, I feel like you had those entrepreneurial seeds probably planted early, right? So for you, like, do you feel like, or how did that help, like, speed up your process when it came to starting a business? Because, you know, a lot of folks, the first time they start a business is their first time ever doing business, ever, you know? And so it's like they got to learn a lot of this stuff. You probably were peeping. Like, how was that?
I keep 100 on the show right now. I can do it. I can say what up.
Oh, yeah.
So let me tell you guys something. When I was trying to start Catfish Corner, right, I was just like a regular entrepreneur just talking about it. I'm like, man, how can I start this business? Like, I don't got no place. I ain't got no location. I don't got nothing. So I was happening to be downtown Seattle one day, and I seen LT that sells barbecue. He was downtown in a parking lot. I'm like, bro, how did you get a permit or something to set up hot dogs? You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He said, I'm a black man trying to start a business. He said, there's dudes on the street selling dope that don't got no permit, and they're making money. He said, why can't I take a chance of selling hot dogs the right way? Yep. The most thing that can happen to me is that the health department will come up to me and say, hey, Mr. LT, you need this to keep continuing. I'm gonna get the list, and I'm gonna do the list, and the next day, I'm on the crack, I'm legal again. Now I said, what the? I'm like, no way. I'm like, nigga, I'm selling catfish. I'm selling catfish on the sidewalk next week. And so next week, I was really selling catfish on the sidewalk on Henderson. So when y'all see me selling catfish on Henderson, I really was just like a week ago talking to LT like, bro, no, just scared to do it. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what I was gonna do until I talked to that man. They selling dope, no permit. Sell your food, no permit. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Believe in yourself.
Wow.
And that was it, bro. I took off and ran with that shit.
That's powerful, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a message, though, right? Because it's like, you got to get out there and do it.
You got to do it.
You got to get out there and do it. But one thing I really love about what you're touching on is you got to ask questions, bro. Yeah. And you got to watch who's doing stuff, too. Because, you know, one thing is, like, a lot of the stuff we're doing, nothing's new under the sun. Yep. So someone's either already done it in some way, shape, or form, and it's really a matter of just studying what they're doing and then applying it to what you got going. Because you got your vision, and they got their vision, but sometimes the rules are the same.
Yeah, or it's gonna lead you to those permits. Like, even, you know, if I start a business, I'm like, I don't know how to get the permit, but fuck it, I'm gonna just start doing it anyway. Then they're gonna bring you the paper.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Like, you need this to do it.
Like, all right, yep, I was looking for that. You know, so yeah.
No, that's real, bro. I do want to kind of touch on the transition of your grandparents having the business, and then it was open for about 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think it was 2014, it closed down. Yeah. And then a little bit after that, you took it over, right? Yeah. And can you just take us through that time of taking over their business and trying to say, yo, let me keep this going? And if I'm not mistaken, you were doing pop-ups and whatnot, but like, take us through that process.
Yeah, let's just do it. So, you know, my grandparents went to retire the business. I don't know, let's say about 2008-ish and 9, I'm not sure, but, you know, I had to step away from the business, but my grandparents are still doing it. They went to retire. They wanted to keep it part of Seattle, so they let their best friend like, hey, man, y'all, we're going to step back. Y'all step in for us and run our business, you know. It didn't work like that, you know. People don't have the passion for what you have passion for, and they're never going to take care of your baby like you would take care of your baby, you know.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when my grandparents stepped back, other people stepped forward, and automatically you could tell that it wasn't the Jacksons no more. It wasn't like, what's going on here? Like, and I was doing security like at a casino somewhere, and they were like, man, what's going on with Catfish Corner? And I'm looking like, bro, I don't care. I got nothing to do with that place. I'm a carpenter, bro. I build houses, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with me. So, but I seen the passion of people with so much wanting the Catfish Corner. And I seen my grandparents' passion with them getting up with the supplies and the way that my grandma treated her customers, you know what I'm saying? That was, I was all in me, you know what I'm saying? I remember those things. So then one day I got closed down. They were like, hey, it closed. I'm like, what the hell? They closed the restaurant down? Like, no way. So I felt some type of way, but it was different for me than seeing a grown woman say, man, Terrell hit the corner at Martin Luther King and Cherry, and I started crying. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, I started crying. I'm like, damn, really? Yeah. Because I remember when I was as a young man, 16, 15 years old, people would call Catfish Corner, like, hey, man, my grandmother on her deathbed, her last meal, Catfish Corner. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Damn. Yeah.
Last meal, Catfish Corner. Man, we got so many phone calls from people's last meal being Catfish Corner. And that means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So that was in my heart, you know. And then 10 years ago, I heard a kid say, like, I was somewhere and a kid say, man, I ain't never, what is Catfish Corner? I'm like, man, how the fuck, this is not around. Like, man, fuck it, man, I'm going to do it, bro, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then when I did bring Catfish Corner, I was running the streets, you know what I'm saying? People was looking for me, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just a transition of, from going from a little boy to becoming a man, you know what I'm saying? I had to make a decision with it just like that, you know what I'm saying? So, big boy, putting my big boy pants on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do. So, like I said, this legacy was big. It meant enough. It meant big to me, you know. My cousin was Steven Jackson, played for the San Antonio Spurs. I remember him bringing a whole NBA bus in front of Cherry Street. Tim Duncan, Ginobili getting off the bus, Charles Oakley, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are memories that's embedded in my head that little kids and grown men that love Tim Duncan. It was like, oh my gosh, he's in the CD. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from them guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it for memories. I don't know. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the memories, for the passion, for the stories and
the impact.
Yeah, the impact. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we the responsibility is just staring at us sometimes, and we're like, it's timing too, you know, because it's like you got to be ready to walk into that, you know.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're touching on that. And now, can we touch on like just what are the things you learned, or I guess you wish you would have known early on as you were doing the pop-ups and you were kind of getting the business back on its feet and where it needed to be? Because I feel like a lot of people can learn from like how to kind of like take those lumps early.
Yeah.
You know?
First off, well, everybody should know this. If you're an entrepreneur or believe in yourself, just never give up, man. I mean, you can go through like Nipsey was really, really about. I went through every emotion about this shit. I'm like, man, fuck Catfish Corner, man. You can burn this shit down. Man, I love this shit, man. What would I do without it? Or man, I'll sell this shit for $100, and y'all keep going. I'll walk down the street, and there's so many. You got to go through every emotion, and that's when you're like, oh, I love this shit. You know, this is my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done tried to get about this stuff many times. Like, I'm gonna be a regular person, just be a cook, but then I'm trying to be a cook somewhere else. I'm like, man, you the Catfish Corner nigga. Like, oh man, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? So this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents did something. The city did something. You know, the older ladies that taught me good customer service. You know what I'm saying? The cooks that started Catfish Corner. I was a young man when them guys were older. They're all inside of me now. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy because I be in the kitchen and I don't have no sympathy for people. Like, you got to be tough in the kitchen with me. Like, it's like Hell's Kitchen, but it's Rail's Kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jeff Gordon and got shit on me. I mean, I am in that kitchen, but I just have a passion for my shit. So if y'all ever come to my restaurant, y'all see me back there yelling or something, it's not that I'm mean. I just have a passion for my catfish. You know what I'm saying? And it got to be right. Got to be right.
You got to have that intensity.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's real. It's like a sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Like So, like, transitioning into the business, like, what were some of the things that, like, you kind of didn't know before that you kind of started knowing as you became like a business owner?
This is number one for I think for all business owners and I'll say black business owners. Like, before I started a business, you know, I've always heard small people say our number one problem with we could shut down was taxes. You guys, taxes. You can have a great business, taxes will shut your shit down, and it will come shut you down. You know what I'm saying? Just be responsible, get you a team. Taxes is number one, you guys, and that's what I learned, and that's what I was running from all them locations because. I started to pop up on a tent, on Henderson, but then I got the location on Rainier. I got a location on Rainier. I got Leonard Mills. Man, you owe us $150,000. I didn't know nothing. I didn't have no teacher, no leader, nobody. So what I did, boarded them damn windows up and left to Arizona. Like, hell no, I ain't got nothing for y'all. So, but then that comes with stories. Oh, they said my doors got kicked in from smuggling, doing all type of crazy stories. I'm like, damn, that's what I did. I'm like, it was his taxes, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, young man didn't know what he was doing, but. Just taxes is number one, you know what I'm saying? And get you a team of people that believe in you, you know what I'm saying? You can't do shit with a team that everybody's going the wrong way or this guy's going to be not with you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to rock together, man. Y'all got to go through the tough times. Y'all going to argue and fight, but y'all can't break up, you know what I'm saying? This is part of what we do. Yeah, for sure. Just stick with it, man. And taxes for sure. That's all I know.
Taxes, man.
Pay your taxes for sure.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
But besides that, man, taxes number one. But besides that, y'all have fun with your business. Love it, you know what I'm saying? Passion. Man, love what you do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's good, bro. Now just reading up on your story, bro, it's like there's so much game in it, like in terms of what you can learn, because like the road to get back to the CD, right, to get to where you guys are currently at, you just spoke about having a team. It was truly a team effort, right? So I was reading that you had the opportunity to work with Chris Sala. from Community House, and I know he was instrumental in just kind of providing some guidance. Man. Can you just talk about like the resources that are out here and like how that helps you as well? Because I think, like you mentioned, a lot of people sometimes they have everything. They have the work, they have the magic, they have the passion, but sometimes they're just missing a little bit of information.
Yeah, resources is real out here in Seattle, man. Chris Souza, man, that was my guy. Like, that's the guy who came to me on Yesler, and he was like, it's gonna cost $1 million. And during this project, we went over budget plenty of times. I'm like, we need an extra 20 bands. I'm like, shh, talk to Chris. You know, we need next 30. I'm like, shh, talk to Chris. And Chris like, how much is it? Come put the check up. Man, he had my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a real mentor to me. He's a real stand-up guy. You know. Man, without him, my family, I don't even know where we'd be at right now, but for sure he believed in us. But resources is real, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to have. Seattle University, I'm telling everybody, Seattle University has a great team of students that can make your business plan, do your numbers crunching. That's what they're there for, you know. I'll tell everybody, the best people in the world is going to know the newest stuff is the college kids. It's not going to be somebody that's been out. No, the college kids don't know the newest stuff, the newest material, the newest everything. So have them do it, because when they go to the bank, be like, college kids did it, and it's all gonna be there on point. You know what I'm saying? Instead of an old man that's been out of the school for 25 years, he's working on some old shit. You know? Seattle U is a very, very, very resourceful place for money. Like I said, business plans. The students, they're ready to work. They're so quick with responses. Seattle U is the place to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about it like that. Because they're all learning in real time right there.
And they're all doing it for free, because all they're gonna do is put it on the resume. I help this business out. It's not gonna be like somebody doing it for fun. It's like, oh, we need $250 and I'll wait for you to sit. Nah, kids is ready to go.
And that's dope, man. I kind of want to touch on the franchising. Like, what's that process like? Especially like a business that's not already like, you know, not like a super giant like McDonald's or something. That's just like, you know. So doing that for the first time, what was that like?
And I tell people, out of 100%, I'm at 10% of learning what the restaurant business is all about. So I have 90% of growth. You know, I'm always ears open, like I'm a sponge. I'm soaking shit up. You know? I'm still learning it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Hawaii thing with Jay Diggs, we have to sit down and figure out, like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm a franchise. Let's see how much. You know, we just work together as young men. You know what I'm saying? Try to do it the right way, not the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm still learning the process of that, but you know, I'm getting to it now. You know, I know I'm quicker at it. But a little better response time, you know what I'm saying? So better answers than I had a year ago. You know, I know what to do, how to do it now, and just the process of it. It's simple for me now, but you know, it's a learning process. Like I said, it's definitely a learning process.
Yeah.
You gonna bump heads a little bit with the guy, you know, that you thought was cool with you for a little bit. Now, what we arguing about, bro? You know, but it's this business part. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's this part of business, you know. What I think was us as black men, we have to learn to do is we have to learn to dispute. Pick each other's brain and maybe have an argument and still come back together and still make money. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, black men, we all argue. Oh man, I'm not gonna do this shit. And then we argue, then we just fuck the bag up. You know what I'm saying? You never seen the other people do that with each other. You know what I'm saying? They might go back like, let's get together. Get the bag, go your way, I'll go away. But we gotta stick together, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I think Seattle's definitely too small for us to be beefing with each other. We're like, it's Seattle, bro. There's only 100 of us here, bro. You know what I'm saying? 5 small businesses. Like, come on, y'all. We should all be at one big venue, like them parties going here. Man, one big venue. Everybody one big warehouse, you know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Like, you guys trying to fight with each other, man. Y'all, man, come on, man. Come together, man.
I think it's crazy because I think there's like, it's small picture, big picture. It's perspective a lot of times, you know? We were talking to someone a couple weeks ago who also operates in the same space, and I love it. I love seeing someone who's in the same space as me doing well, because the industry needs it. Like it's like healthy competition. You need to see. I need to see you win, so I know I got to go harder.
There you go.
And it's gonna make everything better as far as the ecosystem. So I love that you mentioned that. Like I think everybody got to push each other.
Got to.
And just stay on it.
Got to.
Yeah, that's real.
Man. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious because a lot of guests be talking about this, but how did you navigate the pandemic?
Man, that was crazy. I didn't know nothing about that joint. I was up in Skyway, right? So I'm up in Skyway, and then my bookkeeper was like, bro, there's some shit called COVID about to come out. Like, shit's about to shut down. I'm like, man, what? That shit ain't about to shut me down.
He got the inside scoop.
And boom, a week later, I'm like, damn, we only had 10 customers today. Like, what the hell is going on? He's like, bro, I told you. So it was really crazy transitioning in from going from 150 customers to 10 a day, just like that. You know what I'm saying? It really hurt us. You know what I'm saying? lucky enough they didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people shut down. Like if you survived through the COVID, you strong. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people did not. They just couldn't. Yeah. You know, I was in there by myself sometimes. Yeah. Me and my girl by ourselves, just trying to make it happen. We've been there for 10 hours with 10 customers. Yeah. You know, but you just have to do it. And being up in Skyway was lucky because it's kind of like still the little hood you can get away with up there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes not wearing a mask, whatever. But it was a struggle, bro. It was hard. It definitely was hard for sure. I ended up having to shut down for sure and just having to wait back and wait for the city to open up because I just couldn't take it no more. I'm like, there's no way. Like, how are we only selling this much fish? Like, like I sell 300 pounds of catfish a day. To go into 10.
That's a lot.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Big difference, bro. So it hurt me for sure.
Yeah.
Bounce back though in the CD.
Yeah.
Can we talk about? I want to talk about the food, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think everybody has their own unique approach to the catfish. But like from your perspective, like what makes Catfish Corner what it is as far as the food?
So
how would you describe that?
I tell people like there's a dude that's 60 years old. He never ate fish before. He's like, bro, I ain't eating no fish, bro. My mama made fish. I am not fucking with no catfish. I'm like, bro, trust me. It's the way that they prepared it. They give you that one big ass piece of catfish. They deep fried that one big ass fish and want you to break it apart with a spoon. It's gonna be all mushy on the inside. My grandfather mastered that to get that part away. So he just cut it in slices. And I think cutting in the slices made it just that much simpler. And people be like, I don't know what y'all be doing with the batters and the flours and all that stuff. We don't do that. It's just simple, bro. We just using cornmeal. I'm telling you what it is. This cornmeal, y'all. This yellow cornmeal, okay? But yeah, my grandparents found out how to cut it, season it, and cornmeal it. Yeah. Simple and great. People be doing too much. And I think they do too much with the fried batters and the flours, and it ain't never gonna get cooked in the middle. Yeah. If you could break my meat open, it's smoking white meat. It'd been like a chicken breast. It's busted, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kids think it's chicken. They be like, man, my kids think it's chicken. There's literally a kid like this kid comes in here every single week. His parents say he's autistic, you know what I'm saying? But his parents said, if I don't bring my son to Catfish Corner, he's gonna tear the house up. Like he has to come every week. Every week this kid comes there, bro, you know, so he think it's chicken. It's like I just take pride in my catfish, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I've said when I be in the kitchen yelling at my cooks, it's because I want that crispy catfish. You gotta be right. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be right. Yeah. That's amazing, bro. No, that's amazing. Now I do want to talk about like the I guess the reopening on 23rd and Jackson. Man, that's big, bro. Yeah. That's big to get it back to where it started and whatnot. Talk about like what that meant for you and just kind of like we talked about a little bit earlier in the show, like the evolution, kind of going to that next chapter, like. What was that like for you?
So
to open those doors.
First off, it was huge to bring it back to the CD. But to me, my grandmother who started the business, Rosemary Jackson, passed away about 30 days ago, about a month ago. Okay, but a lot of the city don't know that my grandparents were on the corner of Martin Luther King and Cherry for all those years. They were trying to grow also when they had the business. So the Starbucks that's on Jackson, that used to be on Jackson, that was once owned by a black family. My grandparents knew them. They was like, hey, man, we need y'all to, they told my grandparents, we want y'all to have this location. It's special for you guys. Yep. If y'all don't notice, on top of the building, there's a jazz man playing. Yep. My grandpa was so pumped to see that jazz man up there. Like, man, we're going to have Catfish Corner there one day. They did all the paperwork. Right? And they at home one day at like 11 o'clock at night. They get a phone call from the owners of the black family who owned it. Said, hey, man, for some reason, Starbucks and the city said, y'all can't have it. It got to go to Starbucks. No matter, it just... done.
What? Wow.
Over with. Wow. It's Starbucks. Boom. I'm like, what the? So that hurt my grandparents. They had them guys. And then the next week, they had the Starbucks owners and the guys take a picture in front of the. I mean, this was a big newspaper. I got the article at home. Yeah. So it's crazy that happened to my grandparents. And I was like, man, they wanted that building on Jackson. So we were supposed to be there a long time ago, right? So the full circle come back around a long 20 years later to have a brand new location built there. And the man that took the location from the guys, I forgot his name, but it was crazy that he ended up giving me $300,000 to build my location.
No way.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because he now works for the city now. Yeah, so he had to write me a check for 300 bands to build my location out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we have this big meeting with him in the meeting. I'm like, I bring this newspaper from the Seattle Times with him in it. Like, this is supposed to be mine in the first place.
Is this you?
Is this you? Yeah, this is him. Yeah. So I was like, what happened? I'm like, we'll talk about it later on. But yeah. But to me, it was more of like letting my grandparents see the business that they always knew could be big one day. Yeah. Now, $1 million location. And my grandma cut the ribbon. She was right there next to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted was to see my grandparents have a brand new location. Because as a kid, I always knew that this hole in the wall that my grandpa was happy. He's a Louisiana guy. He was happy with that Martin Luther King. He's like, shit, this is good for me. I'm like, man, we can do something bigger than this. So, let my grandparents see that business, open up them great dress shit. I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it meant. But for the city, it was huge, man. Like I tell people, there's a lot of people have grand openings, but I think mine was biggest and baddest. Man, I had the mayor there. I had all different type of people there. Man, I tore that block up that day. You know what I'm saying? I said,
there was performances too,
man,
right?
performances there, yeah.
Marshall Law,
man,
That's how you got to do
Marshall, you know. That's my guy. But yeah, you know, his dad, Professor Randy, you know, he helped me out a lot with the Seattle U. He works there, man. It was just a full circle, man. Full circle of support. And I loved it, man. That day was huge for me, man. It was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I think I also feel like what our platform is all about building for the next generation, and I feel like it's kind of you're ushering in the new wave. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of Black business owners in that area, but I think it's like kind of you're part of that change. You know, do you feel like there's like a sense of responsibility that comes with obviously you're doing your thing and you have your vision, but then sometimes like we talk about this, sometimes you're in a space and then now people see you as a leader in some sort. Do you feel like a responsibility to kind of like lead in a certain manner? Yeah,
I feel like that is my responsibility. But I tell people quick, like I stay in my place. Like don't ask me to come nowhere or that ain't not my role. I'm not don't try to make me feel like be somebody that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just a business owner. Don't make me try to be. I'm just still Terrell Jackson. You know what I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? When I get there to that point in my life, I will be that. But don't force me to something I'm not ready for. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
Like I'm more of a street guy. They know I'm a street guy. I'm a feed the people in the streets. I don't need to be on camera for that shit. Don't put me on camera. If the homeless man, I'm gonna feed that dude down the street. If he needs to come here and change he gonna take my garbage out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really for the people for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Don't need no camera. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to Jackson trying to be corny with me. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I ain't wearing no suit. Big chain Cuban on. Like, I'm looking for some more. You know what I'm saying? Like this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I tell people it's such a new world now. You know what I'm saying? They can accept you for who you are, you know what I'm saying? And this is who I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no suit guy, you know what I'm saying? Even funerals, I ain't wearing no suit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big change is coming out. But that's who I am, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's what all anybody wants is you want to be able to be your authentic self. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, that's what people should want from everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's real. I think that's super big because it's gonna show like the youth. Like I just remember when I was younger, it was like, nah, you got to be like this. You got to be like this. You got to wear this. I'm just like, man. Yeah. And I just feel like somebody different. You know what I mean? But like, I'm glad you touched on that.
You've always been told you got to dress for the job that you want and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the new job. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No more business dudes. This is what it is. Yeah. Accept us.
No, that's real.
I also want to ask you, like, just from your perspective, like, what's the importance of having something generational, you know?
Man, it's crazy because
I know that's
no, it's good because now it's crazy because I just told my daughter now I got my daughters in there working at the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? And it blows my mind. I could be sitting back at the table and that damn near bring tears to my eyes because I'd be like, man, do you know my grandma would it should be going crazy to see her granddaughter working at her restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Like this is big to me, man. Like I be having my 3-year-old son in there grabbing turtles off the table, putting them in the buckets, you know. I'm just seeing generational shit that I had no idea I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Now if I decide to shut down today, in 10 years from now, my daughter got the game and she could do it herself now from 10 years and be like, hey, Jackson's Catfish Corner, so y'all can have it forever for the next 100 years, really, you know what I'm saying? Without me being around. I mean, that's what I'm trying to build, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could do one in the East Coast. Y'all can always have one wherever y'all want to. It's a great product, you know what I'm saying? They want it everywhere, so.
Yeah, it's a legacy, man. It's dope. It's a legacy, man. It's dope. That's amazing, bro. Now, we always ask guests this question because I'm just like, I'm always curious, man. Like, at the end of the day, we're all doing amazing things. We're working hard. We're grinding. But for you, like, what keeps you balanced, bro? Like, or how do you keep a balance? Because I know you working hard, too.
Yeah. Man, what keep me going to my kids, you know what I'm saying? Seeing my kids, even the customers, man. The customers coming there saying that they've never been there before. People coming from there saying, I'm coming from Gary, Indiana. I'm coming from Wisconsin. And they told me once I come to Seattle, come to Catfish Corner, man, that shit keeps me going, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I talk as much shit as I do. When I see people on the comments like, the gas station fishes, but I'm like, bro, don't even play with me, bro. Talk about some gas station. I'm not even going to reply to that shit, bro. Like, don't even play with me, bro. Don't tell me no shelf catfish is better than my shit that's coming out the grease every time.
That's crazy.
Piping hot, bro. I'm not even about to respond to that, but y'all eat your Eat that. No beef. No beef, no. I'm not going to reply to that shit. I know what's up, you know what I'm saying? I know the truth.
Yeah.
I know how many pounds they sell it down, how many pounds I sell it down, you know what I'm saying? It's numbers talk, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing else to say. That's it.
Yeah, nah. I always ask that question because I feel like I think it's about, you know, like you talked about Nip, it's about the marathon and like sustaining, bro. And I feel like we're all human, so sometimes it's like we have to learn, and it's something we learn over time. Because you know I'll be like that too. Sometimes I'll have a groove where I'm like, cool, I got a balance. Then something happened, then I'm over here with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's important to share that.
Yeah. Like if I wanted to start a restaurant tomorrow, what would be the first thing you would tell me to go do or kind of focus on?
So I think a lot of people's restaurants and businesses, they like have a big menu of so many different things, you know what I'm saying? And when you go shopping for those things, you got to spend a lot of money on this and this and this. Yeah. Man, get 2-3 hot items, call it a day, and sell those 3 items, you know what I'm saying? And flip those and keep it going. Yeah. People mess up when they have so many, a big option and big menu. See, I got a restaurant, but I got 3 things: burgers and fries, catfish, and some side orders, you know what I'm saying? But we pushing 300 pounds a day, 100 pounds a month, you know what I'm saying? We good, simple numbers, we good. That's enough. I'm good, nothing more. That's cool. And if you open up a restaurant, I tell people, have confidence. Everybody's like, man, what I got to do to start? Start. Start.
For real. Yeah, pretty much.
I tell people, even if you have a clothes business, right? For example, if I had sold T-shirts, I can start selling T-shirts tomorrow. Me personally, I'm gonna buy 5 T-shirts, right? And I'm gonna sell T-shirts. I'm gonna sell the T-shirts. I'm gonna put online as I sold out. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got 100 or 1,000 or 5. I sold out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is a layer of marketing. You know what I'm saying? Right. You just gotta. Marketing is everything right now. Social media, you got to play with it. Something I got to get into, but I'm a little slow on that. But I'm working on it. I'm too busy, man.
Good. It's good, man. It's good. I think it's dope though, man. Like you talked about the students, man. I think there's opportunities that can be provided for that too. It's a new generation coming. Terrell, man, we're super excited, man, for everything you got coming, man. I feel like you just getting started too, bro. You can tell when someone's like, I'm just getting started, bro. Because I feel you on that. When you said I'm only 10% of 100, I think a lot of us are like that, where we're just now getting the foundation set, and now it's like, cool, now I can kind of breathe and just focus on how to grow. That's real.
Yeah, and also I think that people, if we're going to be in Seattle and be focused in Seattle and things like, I think us as business owners, we should travel to other places and see how they're doing it also. That way we can stay motivated, because it's hard to stay motivated because who do we look up to? Like me as a business owner, who can I go to that's doing bigger than me? Like, can you help me this? Give me advice? I can't do that. So I literally have to fly to Atlanta and be the little guy in the room and be around these other guys that's doing 5 locations, this young black man. And this, I'm like, damn, that's what they're doing. Oh, okay. Let's go back to Seattle and do it now. Boom.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
That's what motivates. I got to go other places and see what they're doing, because I have to. Keep me going. You know what I'm saying? I have to. Right. That's why I know I've outgrown Seattle. Time for me to go down I-5 a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do too much more.
That's gonna be exciting, man.
I feel that, man. Because even when I used to travel and stuff, I would see different types of businesses out of town. I'm like, damn, how come we all got that?
Yeah, you know,
Seattle. I'm like, yeah, they'll kind of kill the game and shit. Yeah.
Bro,
so
yep.
Man, that's some game right there. Yo.
That's real. So I do want to ask you this question, bro. What excites you for the future? Like, it could be near, far, but like when you look out, like what excites Terrell?
What excites me? I think one day I'm gonna be able to have a full-blown restaurant with a bar, nice view. Like I think I deserve a blue water. Why can't Catfish Corner be a blue water? Why can't we sit back and have drinks and watch it? You know what I'm saying? And same thing. I deserve the same thing. I believe I'm gonna have that one day. Okay. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Big location, nice settings. Yeah. Drinks, wine, you know what I'm saying? Sit back chilling.
I see it.
For sure.
It's that vision, man. You gotta have it.
The universe just heard it.
Think big.
For real.
It's real, bro.
Also, where can people find you or contact you or
social media, Facebook, Jackson's Catfish Corner. Direct numbers on there, 425-563-5211. Instagram, Catfish Jack, Jackson's Catfish Corner.
Yes, sir.
Address 2218 South Jackson Street, Seattle, Washington.
Yep.
Pull up on them.
Yes, sir.
Come as a customer, leave his family.
Come on. That's real. Now, before we get you out of here, we ask every guest this question, bro. So if you can, my brother, what's one word to describe what keeps you on the up and up, and why?
Passion. I have a passion for this stuff, man. You know, I have a passion for the food. I have a passion for meeting new people. I have a passion for my customers. Passion for customer service. I have a passion for this catfish, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a passionate person about this business, about this, what I got going on right now, for sure, passionate.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, sir. You gotta have a passion.
Yeah. Got to,
you gotta respect your passion too.
For sure, yeah.
For real, that's real, man. Well, Terrell, man, like I said, man, we're super proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
For what you built and how you're leading. Super excited for what you got coming in the future, obviously, and you got support with us here at the UpNUp always,
Thank
bro.
You guys, for sure, bro.
Always,
great team of guys, bro. Y'all stay rocking together, for
definitely,
sure.
Definitely, man. And with that being said, I think it's safe to say Terrell Jackson and the Jackson Catfish Corner are officially members of the UpNUp. Round of applause.
Yeah.
Give it up for my guy, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
To continue supporting the podcast and the entire UpNUp movement, be sure to rate, review, like, and subscribe.
As well as follow us at _ the UpNUp on all social media platforms to stay connected with everything the UpNUp has coming your way.
Thanks for listening, and until the next one,
keep it on the UpNUp.